Good morning, Lagos. It's another Tuesday morning. It's the Generation Z Business Show, and as usual, I'm your host, Yetunde James. It's the Generation Z Business Show, and in the studio with me today, I have my guest, Mr. Deyemi Okanlawon. I'm sure all of you have been waiting to speak with him on the show today. I even have questions already, on the WhatsApp portal. So thank you for listening in. We do apologize for, the timing. So, but we're here and we're happy to have him in the studio. Good morning. Do you mind sharing with us, your journey as an actor? What brought you into, acting? Was it, those things that you decided to be from a young age, or you just sort of stumbled upon it, or it found you, like some people would like to say. What's the story behind it?
I never thought that I would be an actor. It was not a plan that I had. I never grew up thinking, oh, what you want to be, and that would be an actor. No, it wasn't the case. I actually studied chemical engineering.
Oh wow!
At the University of Lagos, and I had a career in sales and marketing for many years. While I was an undergrad for about 2 years, and as I got out of school, I got hired by the company I was working with then as a sales manager right out of school. And I grew in that career up until 2013 when I resigned as the head of marketing for OLX Nigeria.
Oh wow!
To pursue an acting career. And it wasn't really like I was pursuing an acting career. I took a year of work. I wanted to do something different. I had been acting in church for a very long time. I go to a church called Covenant Nation, and I was very active in church drama. And by happenstance, by coincidence, a conversation somewhere, someone asked me, what else do you do outside of your work? And I'm like, I really enjoy acting. And the person says, hey, I've got some friends who are shooting a movie. Why don't you go for the audition? Went to the audition, got 2 roles from one audition. When the films came out, people saw it. I got calls, hey, we'd like you to be in this other project and that other project. This is, I think, 2010. So from 2010 to 2013, I was there working a 9 to 5, and I was seeing my name on the blogs and
It's interesting you say this, because I almost feel like you've been in the industry for almost like 20 years, 30 years. Do you understand? So it's interesting that it's just literally almost like just about like a 10, 11.
This is my 8th year acting.
And it's like, it's interesting for me also because, there is this conversation about there being a barrier to entry. And so it's interesting to hear from your perspective that, there really wasn't. I mean, I guess maybe talent. Am I wrong to say so?
So talent will get you, so far. But you see, what had happened was the experiences that I garnered while I was in University of Lagos as an undergrad, the kind of people I was, associating with, and I really did everything that could possibly be done on campus. I would be, on the one hand, chilling with the club boys, chilling with our boys, chilling with the beans cooking boys in the hostels, the Eficos, the born again guys, Christians, I had a very huge circle. And then when I left school and I got into sales and marketing, that circle grew. But then all these experiences of how to network and, relate with people, and especially how to sell value. One of the biggest things I learned about life is always trying to figure out what value I have inherently that I can hone into a proper skill and expertise that I can share with people. And they'll give me value back in return. I didn't realize while I was doing drama, from fellowship to church, that I was actually honing a skill until I found myself, it's like preparation and opportunity meeting each other. I found myself in a place where, I was opportune, to showcase my skill or my talent. And it worked. So it's beyond talent. I think I came in with a lot of life experience, and we've suffered in this life. I think I sowed in other parts of my life, and God just said, "Okay, this is
this one." Okay, let me just quickly go to the WhatsApp portal. I have about a few questions. I'll quickly take. I have from Olabisi. She's saying, "What's the most terrible experience you've had since you started officially?"
I never dwell on any negative things in the past. I try to delete them from my mind, so I can't really say that I recall anything. I remember one experience though that was awakening. It was more like an awakening of sorts. I got a call to be at at a reading, I think, from one of the biggest producers of that time. And I went, very early in the morning. I borrowed my sister's car, I drove trying to look clean, went there, and I waited. Like, I got there maybe like 9 a.m., 10, 11, 12. I was there till 4 p.m., and nobody really had attended to me until somebody came out and said, hey, unfortunately, this producer cannot see you, or she wasn't around or something. And apparently what had happened was they called the wrong person. So I never forgot that. So that's
has she come up with, now that you're big, has she come with some scripts and you're like, you know what, nah, I'm going to...
The funny thing...
I don't have your time right now.
The funny thing is, for many years, they had reached out, from this production company that I should come work with them. And, my schedule just didn't work.
It was just schedule.
It just didn't.
It was your schedule.
And we just finished shooting our first film yesterday.
Oh wow!
Together. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
I'm grown. Like,
did you ever remind her? Did you know that you kept me waiting? Okay.